Square root of 2 times square root of 3 is the square root of 6. You multiply what's inside there. Over 4. 2 times 2. Plus the square root of 2 over 4. And then all you can do now is, since they have the same denominator, you can combine them. But there's nothing you can do with the square root of 6 and the square root of 2. It's just square root of 6 plus square root of 2. All together over 4. So that is your answer to the sine of 45 degrees plus 30 degrees. Or I might have started out like the sine of 75 degrees. So that's why it's helpful. You say, well, crap, that's not on my unit circle. Well, you can split 75 into 45 and 30. Those are on your unit circle. And you have the sum formula of sines, which tells you it's this. Fill everything in, use your unit circle. There's your proved answer. You'll never leave that as a decimal. You'll always leave it in terms of radicals if that's what it ends up as. All right, that's the sum formula of sine. Let's look at the sum formula for cosine. Cosine of two angles added together. It's similar, but it's a little bit different. It's the cosine of the first one. This time times the cosine of the second one. And then cosine's funky. You change the symbols. So I know I have a plus b here, but I put the opposite of that, and it's minus. And now I do the sine of a times the sine of b. That's your sum formula with cosines. So let's say I wanted the cosine of 105 degrees, for instance. Well, that's not on my unit circle. 105 degrees is not there. So I'm going to split that into two angles that are on my unit circle. So I'm looking to find what are 2 degrees that I can add together that give me 105. 60 and 45, yeah. Is there anything that we didn't name? 60 and 40, I think that's it. Yes, sir?
The second half of that, sine A times sine B.
Uh-huh. Yep. So we're going to split that 105 into 60 and 45. What did most of you write down? 60 and 45? Okay, so I'm going to write it in the same order. You'll get the same answer even if you put them in a different order. It's just your fraction will be flipped. Okay, so let's do the same skill here. So I'm going to fill it in exactly as the formula indicates. Cosine of the first one, cosine of 60 times cosine of 45. Opposite symbol here, so I do subtraction. Sine of 60 times sine of 45. And then the rest is all unit circle. I go to 60 degrees. I'm looking at cosine of 60, so that's the x-coordinate in the parentheses, which is 1/2. 45 degrees, my cosine is my x-coordinate, which is square root of 2 over 2. Sine of 60, square root of 3 over 2. And sine at 45, square root of 2 over 2. Multiply. And then combine.